Peter Griffin, baby. Oh my God.
Peter Griffin! Happy Wooper Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Wooper Watch. It's me, Mystic and Cyanize here, I guess.
IG?
Gosh,
What do you mean
can't
IG?
even do the intro right. Can't even do the intro right. How many episodes are we in now? It's almost been a year.
You know what, Mystic? If you have a problem with how I do the intro, you record the episode.
Golly. All right, how you been, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I do want to start up by saying I've made a severe lapse in judgment. Okay. Sorry. Do not quote that or anything. But what is it? Yeah. So last episode I talked about Mario RPG, and I just want to quickly get it out of the way. I still think the game's ass, but I'm enjoying it now. I am enjoying it a bit more, but I'm gonna be honest. The more I play it, the more it's just kind of like a blip. You know, like I'm playing it, and everything that happens is going one ear out the other. It's not even that I'm like trying to play it like that way. It's just that like that's just how it is for me. I'm just playing it, and it feels like a nothing. It feels wrong to say, but yeah. Anyway, that's my stance on it now. The game's fun. It's objectively good. I just don't know why. It's just not clicking for me.
Yeah, some games just tend to do that, I guess. Average SNES game, I guess, you know. Literally, I find it hilarious because, like, the only SNES game that I, like, absolutely love is Kirby's Dream Course of all games, the freaking golf Kirby game. So it's every time I see people like,
that!
yeah, this SNES game is, like, the best thing of all time. Like, are we sure about that?
Yeah.
Are we sure? Because, like, I don't know what it is about 16-bit games, but I always, like, the 16-bit, like, revival to that franchise or whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Never the original. The only SNES game I think I've ever beaten is Super Ghouls and Ghosts, I think it is. The Ghosts and Goblins game on the SNES.
I've done Super Metroid, but that's not even a long game, so I don't know, man. Look, I'm a 2000s kid. Like, you want me to tell, like, what do you want me to tell you? I didn't grow up with it, okay? Obviously, I'm not going to be a fan of games from back then.
If it's pre-GameCube, it doesn't have Kirby in the title, I don't care.
Right. Call me a Zoomer, man. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I can't just look at a 16-bit game. And I'm not dissing on the graphics, by the way. 16-bit is amazing. Also, my email just went off. I'm sorry for everyone who just now heard that in the recording. You can't cut that out because I was talking. So, God.
Boo womp.
But yeah, like it's not even graphics wise because I love 16-bit stuff, projects, whatever. But like, you can't just tell me to like it and be like, this was a masterpiece when I grew up. And I'm like, okay, I didn't grow up with it. How would I know this is a masterpiece?
Like, literally the only part of a Mario RPG that I've seen that actively interests me is how I've seen some screenshots about how they have Bowser written in the game. Which is like, that's great. I love human Bowser. But like,
Bowser's Inside Story.
I would just play... I was about to say, I'll just play Bowser's Inside Story. I'll play Thousand Year Door. Eventually, maybe. Probably not. But, you know.
Yeah. I've never played it, so I'm very excited for the Switch remake.
Cyan, remember the last time you bought a Mario RPG remake?
Oh, no! Wait.
all like 2 weeks ago?
Shoot, you're right. We can't have history repeat itself. Guess I'm skipping out on Thousand Year Door remake.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
I do enjoy paper. I like Origami King. I know that's a hot take, but I did enjoy it. So, you know, I don't think I'm gonna hate Thousand Year Door.
Dude, I just didn't even bother the Origami King. I saw the game came out, I was like, oh, it's modern Paper Mario again. Didn't interest me the first 2 times, didn't play him, don't care again.
Aw. I mean,
like,
wait for a price drop, I think.
No, the game has already been price dropped like a dozen times over. I've seen it for half off at least twice. I just don't care enough. The thing is, I already own enough games I'm not going to play. I'm good.
Listen to the music at the very least.
Oh, I know the music's banging. I've seen it used in some YouTube videos. I know that much. But it's a Nintendo game. The soundtrack is always a banger unless it's Yoshi, in which case we just have pity.
Hey, Crafter World is the only reason the soundtrack got a bad rep, and maybe New Island. All right.
I was gonna say and New Island. And honestly, Yoshi's Island DS had nothing of note. I don't think I've literally ever heard Tilt and Roll, whatever that game is, the soundtrack. Literally. I just think Yoshi's like faded. I just feel bad for the poor guy.
It was a thing going around for a while, and I kind of agree to some extent. Yoshi is one of the first one of the worst like franchises Nintendo has, like in terms of like like relevant IP, I guess.
Like, how many great games does Yoshi had? Like Yoshi's Island and then Woolly World.
That's it.
And I guess you could count the Woolly World port to 3DS if you want to stretch it.
Yeah.
Which most people forgot that even existed. So
yeah, that's a really bad track record.
This is a very weird way to start the episode.
Yeah, it's just me addressing and apologizing for last episode, and then...
How do we go from Mario RPG to Yoshi soundtracks?
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful start. Okay.
I gotta go mute my phone. You want to introduce the first topic?
Oh, I would at least talk. I might as well just get this out of the way. So if I sound like I'm kind of rushing things along today, it's because I am. I have so much homework to do for my math class to study for this final.
Guys, Mystic is busy again. Who would have guessed?
I know. I hate it, but oh my god. Once December 6th hits, that test is over. It's just some last little wrap-up stuff, and it's just easy stuff after that. And then I'm on break again. And it's going to be, like, amazing, because then I can actually start streaming again. Everybody clap, except for that work scheduled me immediately the 3 days after. But it's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I got my final today, and then I'm done. So I'm excited. Except I'm not, because the winter event I'm doing at the end of this month is taking all my time. So you have work pretty much every day because you want hours. I have this.
Sign, you gotta get on that content grind, bro. You gotta get in there. You gotta start making shorts too to go with this, bro.
I want a dedicated shorts editor. I'm sorry. I don't like editing shorts.
That's the one thing I like editing.
Maybe you should come edit my shorts. I don't know.
Hit me up, buddy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Because the thing is that I feel like your content would already translate really well to it. You just don't have like the dedicated setup for it.
But I don't know. It's annoying for me to make. And also I hate subtitles. I can't. I just wish there was an auto generate. There is for some editors. My editor just doesn't, or my editing software just does not have a thing to put auto generated subtitles.
Mine does, but here's the thing: I usually have to go through because because I do a lot of Pokemon shorts, I have to autocorrect the grammar so much.
But that's easy. I could do that.
Yeah, but it takes a while.
That is way better than creating like just copy and pasting the same animated text and then retyping it and then yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, this looks like a job for me.
What?
Yeah, whatever. All right. So we want to start talking about the news now.
Yeah. I know what's on the top of our list, but I don't know if we should start with that because fuck.
Okay, fair. Okay, you want to start with Pokemon Masters then, and then everybody clicks off. And
everybody clicks. Yeah, don't
zero.
do not do Pokemon Masters. Everyone clicks off. Okay, we gotta eat. Please. I'm excited to talk about it. Don't get me wrong, but we gotta talk about it.
What do we want to start with then? I got like a million things.
Do you want to talk about the Game Awards real quick?
You can talk about it because I know you're in mourning.
Okay, so Octopath Traveler 2. Wait, hold on. Actually, sorry. Forgot. I didn't introduce the topic. Okay, so Game Awards. Funny little yearly event that happens, right? Jeff Keighley has announced the Player Voice Awards. And Octopath 2 was finally listed. The game that I wanted to be Game of the Year, and it lost the first round. So,
It doesn't surprise me, but I still feel bad. Like, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. It's also still sad.
I'm just happy it was brought up at least once. That's I'll take it. My standards are low, but I'll take it.
I feel like the player's choice category should specifically include games that only got like one or less nominations.
Agreed, dude. I'm tired of dude, I went in the comments for that tweet and everyone's like, Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake. Like, come on. That's not the point of the player choice awards. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I get it. Like, popularity and but like, it's not fair.
Honestly, it's pretty tragic.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the thing is, it's like, I feel it's completely pointless because then at that point it just becomes game of the year again.
Yeah. It's just
So
game of the year for player voice. And yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad because it's the same voting structure. What's new?
There isn't really an easy way to do it. For me, it's just like, I just wish all the normies wouldn't flock to the same, like, obvious picks. Like, have some variety. Goodness.
Exactly, man.
Stop dick riding Spider-Man 2 and Tears of the Kingdom, man. Go play other games.
Tears of the Kingdom wasn't even that good.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you haven't played it, though, so you can't talk shit. But I can.
Gladly. I played Breath of the Wild, and I didn't think that was all that, so I feel like it gets bit by association. Anyway.
And also, on the topic of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley has announced the return of the flute guy. If you guys don't know, during the orchestra for the Game Awards last year, during the Xenoblade 3 section, funnily enough, there was this man playing the flute who went astronomically hard on the flute for absolutely no reason. And he announced, it was either yesterday or today, that he is returning to be a part of the orchestra for this year's Game Awards. Which is a huge W. I don't think anybody was gonna hate that decision at all.
I was gonna say, I remember seeing people gassing this dude up on Twitter, like, what was it, a year or two ago? And it was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
So, good for him. Good for him.
It's interesting, too, because Xenoblade 3, I'm not gonna go into it too much, but, like, Xenoblade 3 is, like, known for its flutes. So then when that section of the orchestra played, and it just pans to him on the flute, just like pouring his heart out into it. Like, everybody was just awestruck.
That's my goat right there. You got this, bro. You got this.
It's because, like, that was the most important part of the song. Like, if you fuck up the flute, it's over. And he killed it. So I'm glad he's getting the respect he deserves. And he's just coming back again. Because why not? Why not?
Attaboy. You got this, bro.
Yeah. All right, you want to talk about something else?
I was gonna say, there's a bunch of there's a bunch of like little TV shows and movie stuff I just want to go over to. You saw, I'll just quickly run through them real quick. It's got like 3 of them here. We'll keep the most interesting one for the last one. So you saw that new Disney movie, Wish, right? They're big. This is well, I mean, obviously, I sincerely doubt you saw it. But did you at least see what people were saying about it?
I'm gonna wait for it to come on pirating. Funny streaming services.
Dude, the thing is, I don't even think I care enough to watch it because all the reviews I've seen for it was like, "Hey, this is like one of the only Disney movies that we've seen that we thought was like, this is a pretty okay kids movie." But Disney movies are like the whole thing. It's like it's supposed to be for the family. Kids and adults laugh at Monsters, Inc. There's not a single person over the age of 12 that's been laughing at Wish, as far as I can tell. Yeah. So that's unfortunate, but also hilarious because Disney's 100th year anniversary was their worst, pretty much. So I find that hilarious.
Your phone just went off.
Oh, I know. That was good old editor Ben texting me.
Shut up, Ben!
Hey, shut up, Ben!
God!
Get off the set. Get off. Come on.
You already got an edit last episode. Shut up. Okay. All right. What was I gonna say? So I haven't watched it. My opinion is entirely based on Shay Frillis's video. And
I was gonna say I watched it too.
Okay. Good. Okay. We love Shay Frillis. But yeah.
Shout out to Shay Frillis. Come on our podcast, please.
Oh my god, that'd be a dream. No, we're too little for him.
Yeah. I'm so small. I'm a tiny little baby.
The movie is... I'm about to sneeze. That's how I feel about it.
During your thing, you like started like, oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
I'm holding in a sneeze right now. This is how I feel about Wish. I'm holding it in. I'm holding in the cringe. It's so bad.
Sneeze, boom.
Boom!
Boo! Sneeze! Achoo! Achoo!
All the cringe being let out. Yeah, no, Wish. It's weird because they try to mix 2D and 3D, and they ultimately went up with 3D, and they're like trying so hard to like, what is it? It's like because nobody wants to be like Spider-Verse, so they're trying to like be unique without being like Spider-Verse, and trying to like create their own graphical style. Because that's just the thing now, you know. That's what audiences want. That's what, you know. That's the appeal of most movies. That's why I went to go watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, like that's why I went to go watch a couple of movies because they all had a unique art style, and Disney obviously wanted in on that as well. And for some reason they fumbled the ball, which is funny because in the same year they released that what is it, 100 Years of Disney animation thing?
Once Upon a Studio, I think it was called.
Yeah, yeah. It's so funny because Wish releases the same year that released, and it showed that Disney does know how to animate good stuff. Hell, even mix animation together. So it's like whatever they came up with here. And again, as Shafrella said, because we're gonna quote him because he is the gospel. I dare not have an opinion that differs from him. You know.
True. Except for some of his Mario Kart track opinions. Get out.
Yeah, yeah.
Leave.
But yeah, as he mentions, like, yeah, the movie looks okay at night, but a lot of the morning scenes look a little And yeah, I don't plan to watch it. Maybe if my Discord begs me to watch it, maybe we can watch it for a movie night. I'll probably be doing something on the side though, because I am not giving the thing my full attention.
It's so sad because I feel like Disney is the prime company that could, like, if you're gonna pick any company out of this, is like, I feel like Disney makes the most sense to blend like 2D elements with 3D. I feel like that's like the one company I think that could easily make it work with their branding and image to pull that off perfectly. And they fumbled the ball so badly it ain't even funny.
Right.
It's like maybe with like 2 or 3 more iterations they could finally get the style right. But it feels like they kind of like half tried with the cell shading kind of stuff, but just didn't go all the way with it.
Dude, even before this, Disney's on a downhill spiral. The only Disney thing, as of lately, I've enjoyed was Loki Season 2. And even that, I only watched that because everybody said it was good. I had no interest in watching it.
Like, Guardians 3 was amazing, but that's
that
it.
too. I forgot.
Like, it doesn't even feel like a Disney thing because it was, like, actually heartfelt. It was good.
Felt like its own thing,
It didn't feel like a Disney thing. It's like, come on, man. And, like, the Marvels was okay, but it wasn't stellar or anything. That's like, I feel like Wish is probably, if I got around to watch it, it's like, oh, this is a decent movie, but it's not, like, great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're at least competent. You're a finished product. At least you tried, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
One movie was directed by James Gunn. The other was overseen by Disney. We are not the same.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other TV things I want to get out of the way. Did you watch Invincible yet?
No,
at least the first season?
I do want to though.
You didn't? Dude,
what the hell, bro? You didn't watch the latest popular thing? I'm getting onto it. All right,
it's been like 2 years.
I know. I want to start. I just finished Shy. Cool anime, by the way. I wouldn't recommend it though. It wasn't.
No.
No, not that it's bad. I just think that like it's not for everybody. But I just finished that. It was 9 episodes. I had a fun time. So now I'm either looking to start Jujutsu Kaisen or Invincible. I'm trying to figure out.
Here's the thing. Invincible is a show you can watch in a day. That's what I did. I started that show. Like, when I watched the first season a while back, I started thinking, okay, I've seen the ascending scene meme to death, but that was, like, really good, so I might as well start it. Started, like, at 9 p.m. or something, going on, like, a school night, like, 2 weeks after it came out or whatever. So I started, and here I am at 3 a.m. almost half passing out watching the end of the show. It was that good. I did not stop. I watched that in one straight shot.
All right.
So the thing is, though, is that Invincible Season 2 is, like, looming over my head. But the thing is, they decided to let it sink in with audiences. They're taking, like, a month or so break before they release the second part of Season 2. And it's like, I guess I could just wait for the next part. Because I know it's going to be amazing.
That's evil. Okay, now that tweet makes a lot more sense. I can see why people are complaining. I saw a lot of people be like, oh, anime fans are so, like, unjustified. That is annoying. Don't start a season if you don't have the episodes ready.
Like, the whole thing is, though, is that they do have the episodes ready. They're like, we're just gonna let it sink in with audiences. Which I guess good enough marketing tactic, give it, like... Because the thing is, with the first season of Invincible, there's only, like, a couple scenes that people, like, pushed around everywhere, and they were all from, like, the last 2 episodes. So it's like, okay, we'll basically give people the time to think about the first few and not just brush them off. Mm-hmm. I get where you're coming from. But this is a series on streaming. Can you just give me the rest now, please?
Yeah, that's...
Like, I think it's fine if you want to put, like, a week between each episode. I could live with that.
That's the standard.
But
like...
come on!
What? That makes no sense. That's like saying, oh, guys, Avengers Infinity War to Endgame. The only reason that was like that was because, well, firstly, who's going to put 2 Avengers movies back to back? But also, they were still developing it.
Exactly. Like... It's one thing if you're just doing the finishing touches and you're like, hey, we'll put out what we got now and we'll come back in a month. But, like, come on!
You don't just have it ready sitting around and be like, we need to let the people think about it. What?
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of tragic. But I don't want to hang on this note too long, so, yeah. Pokemon Horizons, the new Pokemon series, post-Ash. It only took them a year!
So for context, Pokemon Horizons has been going on for a while. I've watched like 10 episodes of it and then I just stopped. Yeah, I don't have much to say. It's cool. I like the protagonist. She's cool.
Have you seen the clips of the dub yet, though?
No. I was getting to that point.
I was gonna say, so they released a few clips from like the first 3 episodes or so of the dub, and I think everybody sounds like really good. Like, except Roy, the second main character, he sounds like Go, from Journeys.
Yeah.
Except it feels like they aged him down like 3 more years. Like, he doesn't sound like an adult voicing a child that's like tolerable. It sounds like an actual child.
A bit unrelated, but I remember before the dub voice actors were revealed, somebody like, I'm not naming names, but I remember somebody on a server like pinged everybody and gaslit everybody into saying they knew the voice actors. You want to know who, according to this person, you want to know who was voicing Roy?
Tom Holland?
Xander Mopus.
Oh, that's a trip.
Even now, I still can't imagine that ever working.
That's terrible. No.
I still don't believe it, even after the English voice actor was
I
revealed.
definitely don't think it's him. The voice sounds way too light.
No, we know the voice actors.
I didn't check the actual voice actor list, but I just feel bad because Roy sounds like a kid would be for that age, but like a little too much like a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But
That's
yeah.
Okay. The sub's still good though. And
the biggest problem is the music. Oh my god. It's fine, but oh my god, the opening. Oh no. Oh.
Okay, so quick TLDR. The sub has been out for a while now. And we're approaching season 2 now. From what I've heard, I'm not gonna watch it though. Maybe another time. I'm not interested right now. But yeah, the dub that was announced like months ago, just got its release date for, what is it, February or
It's
April?
like February 24th.
February of next year. Like, what?
It did not take that long to dub, guys.
No, the dub was ready. It was done.
It's been ready for ages. We know.
From what I heard, it's like music licensing, because you know how like in the dub they use different music compared to the...
Yep.
Which is stupid. That makes no sense. I don't know any dubbed anime that's like that at all. What do you mean?
Oh, boo-hoo. It's a remix of a track from the games. Golly.
Who cares?
Honestly,
I've
come
watched
on.
Glitch X City for those remixes. I don't care.
Like, it's just kind of depressing, honestly.
It's even funnier too, and I mean, obviously I can't speak for all the songs. I just remember the difference of XYZ and the songs they replaced from the sub being not as epic, as cool as the sub versions. But like, yeah, usually the sub music is way better.
Yeah, it's a tragedy because the thing is, I usually like the dub openings. Genuinely, I usually do, but it's like, oh no, it's just not it. Especially with the new opening. Oh my god, no.
Say it with me, everybody. We put the cart before the mud stale. That is my new favorite thing whenever Pokemon does an oopsie.
Yeah, but I just want to specifically just talk about the opening real quick. So there's some, before we started recording, I mentioned that there's something about that I'm guessing you didn't know. Do you know who it's sung by?
I don't. I'm kind
It's
of
Serena's
scared.
voice actor.
What?
It's the same voice as Serena from XY. That's not a joke. She's still in the series with the person singing the opening. I just... And it's like... The thing is, I think she actually didn't do a bad job. I think the opening, at least the lyrics sound good. The problem is, it's like...
I don't believe
It feels
you.
like the song stops before the chorus starts. That's
don't-
what it feels like. It feels like a song without a chorus.
Oh my god.
I've seen people singing it around like the entire day, at least from like so many different people. Either it's wildly misspread information or it's definitely true.
I know everybody who's listening to this just heard me typing. I had to look this up. I didn't believe it. By the way, she voices a Swirlix in Pokemon or in Smash Brothers.
Swirlix!
She voices a Swirlix.
Yo, no way! My favorite Pokemon trainer in Smash, Swirlix!
I'm serious. Look, she voices a Swirlix.
Oh my god, I think you're serious.
No, but okay, I'm sorry. I had to look it up. I didn't believe you at all. I'm gonna be honest, but holy fuck, Jesus. That's so weird. Also, apparently, all she does is voice Pokemon, with the exception of Winx Club.
That's pretty funny. I'm just checking. Yeah, she really does not do much.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Does that explain why it's so bad? I don't know, because she's amazing as Serena, though. I've never had a problem with her as Serena, so
But it's like, the way I hear this, it's like, you go to Journey Starts Today, and it's like the most banger, because like it immediately gets to the good part. It's like, Journey Starts Today. It's like you can tell when the chorus starts, the good part of the song. Even if it's not longer than 30 seconds, you get to the good part. But this song, it's like it's 30 seconds, but the thing is, it doesn't sound like they have a chorus. It's too mellow for an anime opening. Kick it into high gear, please.
I thought it was alright, and depending on the anime, like, it doesn't need to go into high gear, I would argue, but like...
This is Pokemon!
I don't know, it's not the worst. I think it's a bit exaggerated.
You are showing Ceruledge on screen, and you don't have to going like, let's rock or something. I don't know. Come on.
I do think it's a bit exaggerated. I mean, if this is a debate of if the sub or dub opening is better, the sub is better without a question. But yeah, it just sucks. How did we go from the Journey Starts Today to this?
Like, this is tragic. And the thing is, I like the Pokemon dubs. I usually watch it in dub. But come on, what is this, bro? I would have preferred them at this rate use a remix of an old theme again.
Watching it dub?
Oh.
What do you mean, Mystic? You have no anime to watch in dub. It hasn't been out. What do you mean, Mystic? You can't watch Pokemon in dub.
Didn't they release To Be a Master in dub already? Right? I need to go watch that, actually.
I don't know. Save it for after, though. We got to keep the ball rolling. We're 30 minutes in. We got to keep it rolling.
Okay, so we already talked about Invincible. Do you want to like transition over to the insane batch of Fortnite things from the last 2 weeks?
We could do that, or we could cleverly transition to Masters and bore everybody.
Let's do Fortnite first, because that's what everyone's waiting for.
Yeah, okay. All
We
right.
might as well put the cart before the Mudsdale.
Do not drop the name. We gotta slowly ease. Peter Griffin, baby. Oh my god.
Peter Griffin! Okay, so for reference, I'd like to clarify, we are recording this basically, because we always record this a few days in advance to give a chance some time to edit. So at this point, the event has not happened yet, but the leaks from Xbox have gone out.
Mystic, look at your DM when I sent that to you. I was awake when this happened. and I look at the time I said that to you.
Yeah, you said this at 3:59 a.m. in my time, by the way.
It was only 3 for me, but yeah. Oh God, I was awake. So imagine my surprise when I see like 4 pings on Twitter and everyone's like, "Cyan, you need to see this." And then I don't know if you saw my tweet, but I quote retweeted it and I was just like, I need to make some phone calls.
I just would like to clarify one more thing, that the immediate message followed exactly 8 minutes after that was, "We're Can't censor that, thanks, buddy." But like, come on. I think it's a good battle pass.
No, it's amazing. Oh no, I said we're fucked in like, oh no, the internet's gonna forever be changed. But
I'll just read off the characters we got here. One of them looks like Jonesy in the center. You got Peter Griffin on the left. Solid Snake.
That's exciting. That looks like I want to say Metal Gear 2 or
I think it's MGS1. Because he basically has the same design in 2.
He
but
does
just
look a little
model.
polygonal. I might be wrong though.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like MGS1, MGS2 Snake, which is different from Naked Snake.
Naked Snake!
Because it's so many people are literally posting the image of Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake Snake saying, "It's this guy." No, that's a completely different character. But
well, I mean,
yeah.
that's the thing. You like when you don't know a character, you just post the most recent thing that they're a part of.
Yeah. Well, we also got a few other original characters, and then one of them that just looks like Tiger Claw from TMNT, and that's hilarious to me.
So the 3 on the right and the 2 on the bottom are
original skins, right?
Original, but they're also survey skins, so we knew about them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I just thought that was kind of cool. That yeah. It's just cool seeing a survey skin you've been following for a while just like appear in the game finally. That was for me when Winter Wonderland Sky showed up in the item shop for Christmas last year. I was like so happy because that was it became a survey skin 2 years ago, and I was so pissed when it didn't show up that Christmas, and then it finally showed up last year, and I was like, yes,
rad.
Yeah, just a funny little Fortnite thing. But yeah, as of recording this, the event has yet to happen. It will be happening tomorrow. Unfortunately, we cannot talk about it because it has yet to happen. We can't tell you what's going to happen because why would we know? I wish I could say this and be like in the back of my head, haha, I know. I work with Epic.
I know that the world is going to explode.
Yeah, I hope the event's good. I'm really worried. I heard it's an estimated like 13 minutes.
Yeah, and they also had to clarify that there is going to be Eminem actually singing during it. So that sure is something.
But
it also like
you can monetize for the first 7 days though, so that's cool.
That's nice. Wait, for only the first 7 days?
Well, yeah, because like it's still copyrighted music, and the artist needs to make their money. You know.
That's neat. But yeah, I was gonna say. It's just gonna be hilarious seeing Omni-Man watching Eminem on stage.
Why?
Because the Invincible skins just came out. You know everybody's gonna be using the latest crossover.
I know that, but I thought there was a funny reference. You know, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring Rick from Rick and Morty to like what? Like yeah, of course you can do that. I thought there was a funny reference you were about to bring
Pickle
up.
Rick! But yeah. I just wanted to bring up the Invincible skins because we didn't mention them last time.
Oh yeah, I guess Invincible's in the game. Whatever, I guess.
It's a good show, I swear.
No, they're amazing. I'm joking. They're amazing. God, I bought Omni-Man. Okay.
Wait, you bought Omni-Man and you haven't even seen this show yet?
I love the memes.
Oh my God, Cyan, what am I gonna do with you?
Can I not buy a Fortnite skin until I watch the show?
Not if the trained sniper I have outside your window has anything to say about it.
You went all the way over to my state to hold me at gunpoint.
No, I just hired somebody to do it. Golly.
You have money?
Yes, I have money now. I'm rich. I picked up one extra shift at work and now I have all this money.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah. Pokemon Masters?
Okay, we'll talk about it now. Pokemon Masters, baby. Christmas update. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I will say for us, this was peak update because I know nobody in this podcast cares, as stated by the comments. But for us, this update has been peak. It has been the pinnacle. It has been the reward.
You know the content!
It's been the reward of so much mid content as of late. Okay, hold on. I'm going to the server because honestly, I don't fucking remember.
I do.
So I remember like two of them, and that's it.
No, I remember the holiday units. So I'm just gonna we're getting more Neo champion stuff this time for Unova. So specifically Nate, as in the Black and White 2 protagonist.
He finally got it all!
Finally, and it's the shiny Hydreigon that's the 100% completion bonus for Black and White 2. That is so cool! Wait, did I say Hydreigon?
You did!
Oh my god, I meant Haxorus! Why are there 2 dragon types that start with an H?
I didn't stop you because I thought you were going to catch yourself, but you kept going, and I was like, oh no.
But whatever, you know what I mean. Yeah. Anyway,
it's a reference to when you complete your Pokedex in Black and White 2, and you get a shiny Haxorus as a reward. Really cool.
Yeah, the outfit is a Pokestar Studios reference, and he's so dripped really cool. Like, that's so awesome.
And then we also have Champion Rosa, who I don't know if her outfit's a reference to anything specific.
It probably is also a reference to Pokestar, but I'm not sure which one, because I only played it as the guy. Yeah,
I don't know what outfit that's referencing, but her pigtails are like what do you call it? Like, when they're like, what do you call them when you do that?
I don't know anything about women's hairstyle.
Yeah, Why are you asking me? What do you call it? Jesus.
They are
spiral.
Cinnamon buns.
No, well, they've always been cinnamon buns. I'm talking about the pigtails going down from the cinnamon buns.
Weaponized?
No, it's hair. It's hair. Whatever. Okay, you know what? If you're
trying to find the image.
Here, I'll give it to you. Okay, what do you call this? What do you call this when the ends are like? Marty had it.
Oh, like that. Oh, I know what you mean. I think those are just called pigtails.
No, no. Oh my god, she had pigtails before. I'm trying to figure out what she like curled.
No, but I mean, I think that just means they're long pigtails.
They were already long.
I don't know women's hairstyle.
Oh my god. Okay, hold up.
I went no!
I'm showing you the picture of Marnie Neo Champion. Because
I already looked at it. I don't know the name.
She did the exact same thing with her hair, except it's shorter.
Yeah, and it looked fire.
It does. What's it called?
I don't know! Why are you asking me?
And all the women watching this, can you please comment below what we're talking? For all
0 women watching this, except like maybe 1 person, please elaborate.
Please help us. Oh Lord.
Oh my god, dude. Anyway,
you know what? Who cares? She looks pretty. She's beautiful.
And she has Meloetta.
Love it. I can't believe it took this long to get Meloetta in the game. Yeah, very cool.
Didn't they give her her song its own remix too? That's not part of Rose's battle theme.
Apparently, yeah. It's literally just called Relic Song, and it just has its own thing. Apparently,
it's probably for the story mode, I'm guessing, but that's also kind of cool, you know.
It's probably like the Jigglypuff remix or whatever.
No, I don't think it doesn't sound like a battle theme though. My guess is that they're actually just gonna have Meloetta sing it during the story mode, and that's gonna be the song that plays.
I will say during the attack, you do hear like the sound effect of it.
Oh, that also makes sense. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm also just trying to check because we also have the holiday units coming out, which is
Sycamore and Viola, 2 Kalos pairs.
I just want to say, why did they dress up Sycamore like the most bisexual outfit I think I've ever seen? Like, no, you know what I mean,
knew you were gonna do it.
No, I'm just saying, look at him. That's like, they know what they did. They know exactly what they did. I think because I have seen nothing but thirst tweets about this outfit. I have seen nobody be like, oh yeah, you know what, he looks great. I'm excited for Go-Goat. But like, oh my god, you people have no chill.
I think you just have a thing for rare outfits.
No, I'm just saying, like the comments on the post for the data mine were very interesting. So yeah, that sure is something, all right. And also, Viola looks pretty good.
Yeah, she
But
has
it's
you know what's funny? She has a what is it? The Vivian. Like she finally has a Vivian. But that's like her main
Vivillon.
Pokemon though, and she's just now getting it for her winter alt.
Which is so tragic.
Why did
Like,
she have a Surskit again for her main original pair?
I will say one thing I'm absolutely glad about is that a lot of the units that are characters that are like fan favorites, but were like 3 stars at launch, are now getting proper 5-star alts. I'm loving that. I'm loving what they're doing with that.
I
Like,
agree.
last update it was Roxy, and like this update it's Viola, and I love that. But also Vivillon. Really? I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's also like
Why is
this
that?
unit is definitely not going to be good, right?
Why is that attached to the winter alt? Yeah, like why isn't this not just like just like what do you call it? Like one of those like where they release the sync pair just with a different Pokemon.
Variety Scout.
Yeah, why don't they just
No,
give
but
her...
nobody really
Yeah.
likes them, but you know.
Oh, nobody likes them, but it would give her closure. I guess closure.
Yeah, but it's also like at least they gave her an alt at all. But I just feel like I haven't looked at the kits, but I just know she's gonna suck. And same goes for Sycamore. Why does he have Go-Go? I mean, I guess it's like the
Okay,
Pokemon.
what do you mean why? It makes sense.
No, I mean it makes sense, but it also is like I feel like that would have made more sense for his Lodge unit than like Bulbasaur. Like, you know what I'm saying, right?
You wanted him to have a Bulbasaur for his winter alt?
No, I'm saying, but his Lodge unit was already Bulbasaur. I feel like that should have been Go-Go, and he should have gotten something slightly more interesting here. Like, I'm not going to say, oh yeah, give him a shiny Hoopa or something. No, that doesn't make
Shiny
sense.
Hoop! Oh, you would have pulled
But
anyway.
it's like, I just feel like his unit's not going to be good. I get, like, bad Omen vibes from these. I don't know.
I saw his moveset. He's not the worst. He's pretty good.
Please tell me it's not Recoil. Because
No?
Go-Go looks like a Pokemon that
There's
be
no recoil. I think he's
Thank God.
I believe he's a support. I'm gonna look for you.
That doesn't I mean, that tracks, I guess. That makes sense.
I promise you, he's not what's his face? Hugh and Bouffalot. I promise.
He just gives me those takedown vibes. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen. I'm scrolling through the data mines to find the kit paste bin, but whatever.
I can't find it either.
Anyway, so I'd also like to mention that they're adding Jasmine to the Trainer Lodge. What's her pair? What's her extra pair?
Magnemite. And if you know about that,
I guess.
If you know that funny Pokemon card,
yeah, that Pokemon card. The only Pokemon card you know is when there's a censored shoved up her censored. You know? Of course, that's the one card you know, buddy.
But it's like the naughty card to point at, like.
Yeah. But it's like, I mean, it makes sense, but also no. But does anybody actually use the Lodge units? I don't think I've seen anybody like genuinely use them. I have like half of them, but I just never use them.
Look, I go to the Lodge to riz them up and leave. I don't stick around to see what happens.
I go to the Lodge to get their units and leave, and then never use them.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah, he is a support. He has
me?
He has a potion dire hit all. And let's all. He has his funny trainer move and razor leaf.
Dire hit
Plus dire hit plus.
That's disgusting.
No, it's amazing.
No, it is not in the sense because like every single Master Fair unit, like I was literally looking through all the Master Fair attacker units, like the ones you want to buff up, they all immediately get maxed out crit. So what's the point?
God. This man doesn't understand the meta. Oh my god.
Yes, but they all max it out by default. Like I know, like my Hilda does it. I'm pretty sure like all my Master Fair ones.
You know what?
Do that.
Cry about it because he's good, and you're just crying about it.
I think he's decisively made. Can we get like a good rock type unit soon? I still don't have a good rock type yet. That's what I need.
I want a good flying type. Anyway, we need to move on.
I was gonna say, there's just one more thing I want to talk about before we move off there.
Yeah.
The coolest part about specifically Nate's kit is the fact that they're introducing a zone for a region. So basically, all of my Unova units that I've been pulling over the last several years are getting a massive buff.
They're already some of the strongest units in the game.
I was gonna say, I don't want to know what Hilda with the unanimous damage multiplier combined with Hilbert's, fire type rebuff stuff. Oh,
Ugh,
that's gonna be so cracked with this zone up. Oh my god.
cannot wait.
Anyway, moving on. What's next? I got completely absorbed in that.
GTA 6 sorry, Rockstar, the guys who make GTA have announced the release date for the 5th of I almost said January, December.
I was gonna say that's probably just after this podcast comes out, right? Actually, it's the day before it goes up.
Wow. That would
Why are
have
they
been fun.
putting it out on a Tuesday?
That would have been fun to talk about. Well, okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is like the prime time to like drop news and stuff.
I mean, I guess, but it's like that feels like a weekend event, you know? I don't know. It
What
feels like
kind
a
of-
bigger event than that.
What company drops big news on the weekend?
Well, I mean, not really. It seems like a big, hey guys, it's Friday. Here's your good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No, dude, have you been in the gaming industry at
No,
all?
I know, but I'm just saying that it's awesome in a way that it feels like it's bigger than to just drop on a Tuesday. Because it feels like putting something out on a Tuesday feels like anticlimactic. Like like any other day than Tuesday. It's hard to explain.
You know what? You should go up to Rockstar and tell them that and see how well that goes.
I just think it's anticlimactically timed. At least wait for the Game Awards.
I think you just hate Tuesday.
Yes.
Anyway.
I hate Tuesdays. I'm like Garfield too.
All right. Yeah, I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait to talk about it. I know you're not the biggest GTA person.
I can honk shoe me.
You gotta try. You gotta play the story mode, man. It's fun.
Someday over the rainbow.
Just the story mode, please. I don't do online. It's not worth it at this point. It's hell over there.
Someday over the rainbow.
You still have to play Xenoblade. That was my birthday gift.
I know, and I also have to read One Piece. I'll get around to it, I swear.
Oh, okay. It's been a year, so I'm making sure.
I know, I'm aware.
All right. Shoot, what else do we have to talk? Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say. Oh, right. I just want to get this out of the way real quick. So, level 5, the guys that make Yokai Watch. Oh, basically, like a year ago, they teased something with this art of a new character. It's like, this will be the future of Yokai Watch. Just give us some time. And they put out a little trailer saying that it's coming in 2024. They didn't give, like, a proper name for it or anything, I don't think. We just know that it's connected to Yokai Watch. So, I just hope they localize this. Because I've seen people throwing around that it might be a sort of reboot. But, like, a spiritual successor kind of reboot where it's like, it's not Yokai Watch, but it's very similar. That's what I've been seeing thrown around. So, I don't know. It's probably going to be something interesting, all right.
I'm very shocked seeing this. And I don't know, maybe because I watched a video essay like a couple months back. Pretty much like the TLDR of it is that Yokai Watch had a really high peak and then died.
Yeah, they plummeted. And the thing is, I feel terrible because I feel bad for being part of the reason that they left, but like, they should not have made split into two versions in the US. I feel like that was the complete death nail. I think that was like the thing that single-handedly killed the franchise, because I think if they kept going with one singular game, it probably would have did better.
Which sucks, because those two games, like, honest to God, are like some of the best like monster collecting games I've ever played. Like 200 hours on the cartridge without like doing like any online. Like that was all just single player content. 200 hours.
I freaking loved the first game. The second game was really good, if not better. And the third one, for what I played, was really good, and the only reason I dropped it was because it wasn't running as great on my 3DS. And the second I get a new Nintendo 3DS, I am transferring all my data over, and I'm immediately starting 3.
Nice.
So it's like, and well, 4's 4. It
Yeah.
still makes me sad. Why did they localize it to China, not the US? Why would you localize in the one country that you absolutely should not localize the game about spirits to? You had to replace the models for almost every single yokai! Why did you localize it there?
Again,
I'm still so mad about that!
I'm very shocked to see yokai making a comeback. And
I hope it does, because if this goes wild, maybe they'll localize some of the unlocalized spin-offs they just had sitting around. Because that would be lovely.
Would be nice. The last game I played was 2, and I like literally have not. Look, I don't, unless 3, like somehow 3 is coming to Switch. I'm just not interested. In
the thing is, from what I played of 3 though, is that it's better than the first 2 games by like a landslide.
Ooh.
Like I'm gonna be what I play. It's like the battle system got wildly improved. It's very different now, but it keeps the same core of the original. And the fact that like I was genuinely sad when they announced the remake of the first game and that it was going back to the old battle system, because I was like, oh, I was kind of hoping they do the first game with 3 system instead, but I guess, not balanced that way, so. But, like, come on! That's why, honestly, I think the only reason they're doing this is a sort of spiritual reboot in a way. That's kind of okay. Because in the trailer, instead of just showing, the watch going in, they show, like, a spirit possess an object, and then it becomes the new thing, the new cat guy. So, I'm thinking it's different. But it's like a spiritual continuation, which I genuinely would not shock me if they're doing it just so they don't have to localize 4, which makes me so sad. Ah! You want to talk about something happier?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, again, wish nothing but the best for yokai. I hope it does come back. I'm not
God,
I'm not going to pretend to be the biggest fan of it ever, but I was a fan at the time. And hey, if they can get me back into it, I am willing, I'm willing to come back to it.
Oh. Okay. Isn't Splatoon doing a thingamajig or other?
Oh my God, you're right, dude. Big runs tonight, as we're recording this.
As we're recording this, isn't there also like the Splatfest theme for Frosty Fest announced? Right?
We don't have a theme.
Oh, you don't have the theme. We just know that.
We just know Frosty Fest is coming.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me.
We know the storm is coming. We don't know what's in it.
You know what? We'll see how that goes, I guess.
Yeah. I'm going to record Big Run tonight, so I'm excited. I can say that because by the time this episode's out, I don't want to make any promises, but hopefully the Big Run video will be out by then.
I'd say, hey man, I'd love to tag along if I wasn't working.
Yeah.
Hey.
You would get us killed though. You're not good at Salmon Run.
Oh, I know, but that makes more funny content if we lose.
There's a new boss salmon. I can't be caught dead.
Yeah, well, I can. Just immediately dies.
By the way, speaking of which, I don't know if you saw my tweet, but we did get some quality of life updates. Now when you go to Salmon Run, there will be they've updated the boss salmonid like UI or whatever. Now there's
saw that.
There's a little graphic that shows what boss salmonid is on the stage right now, which thank you. Now that we have 3 of them, thank you.
That is impressively convenient.
Yeah.
Shocked it took so long.
Honestly, like, even I know that's just one change, but like, I was talking about this with a friend the other day, but somehow, like, everything going into this update seems like a W. And for some reason, my friend's just like, wait a minute, how is Splatoon making me like this game again?
Yeah, I just genuinely think that Splatoon 3 released at a time where Splatoon burnout was real, and it feels like, hopefully it climbs back.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's slowly working its way back up.
This season looks oh wait, actually that's another good reason to bring up Splatoon. So we did know about one of the specials going into it. It's like this giant like ink screen or whatever that like disorients your view. I think it turns it black and white or whatever. Slows you down a little bit as well. But literally a couple, like 2 days before the update drops, they just decide to announce, hey, we have a new special. We're bringing back Splashdown, bitch.
Splashdown was the one I used the most during Splatoon 2. So I'm glad it's back. I'm so happy it's back. Especially with this shadow clone thing going on. Oh, that's going to be so crack. So, please put it on a brush. Please put it on a brush. Please put it on a brush.
It's very interesting because the Reef Slider was supposed to replace it entirely. So now you have a game where both the Reef Slider and Splashdown are a thing.
Yeah, well, the Reef Slider was kind of mid TBH,
Oh no,
so
it's the worst special in the game. Like nobody likes
specifically
it.
because it pushes you so far forward.
It
Yeah.
sucks. There's literally no use for it, in my opinion. So to have this objectively better version of it is like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, this was the greatest looking thing ever visually, but kind of mid TBH. Let's bring back him to Splashdown and then make it even better.
Yeah, it's also interesting because some people might have forgot about this, but in the single player, the splashdown was already in the game. So that's a little interesting. So I don't know. Are they going to reprogram it entirely for the single? I don't know. It's just a
Okay, here's the thing.
dumb thought I
I
had.
think the way this probably works is specifically the fact that they're probably just adding in Splashdown 2 as like its own move slot, basically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They probably just have a slot in the code where it's like, hey, press this number, which weapon has this, and they'll probably just have the new Splashdown listed as a separate number.
Yeah. No,
That's probably just how that works. Because I don't think they're gonna retroactively fit it into the story mode, but I feel like they'll probably put it in the side order.
I just thought it was super interesting. I didn't even think about that until somebody brought it up. Like we already had splashdown in the game.
Yeah, it probably was just a copy paste.
Yeah. As for the new Splashdown itself, it is so interesting. So I heard a lot of pro players saying that like, oh, the Splashdown was useless by the end of the game. It was so easy to counter because it always went up by the same height and you could easily shoot down anybody because there was no invincibility. And the only use for it was to use it to splash like from a super jump because you can fool people into thinking that you're squid jumping. And you know, obviously, like most people, including myself, we like to spawn kill people who try to do that because it's funny, and you shouldn't be jumping to people out in the open.
Okay, but hear me out. It was very funny to do on tower control.
Oh no, it is with the splashdown. You mean, of course.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that was hilarious.
But yeah, splashdown was the like, oh, okay. If you're gonna spawn kill somebody, you need to make sure they don't have splashdown because you're screwed. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so they took advantage. They took the idea of like, oh, okay, if people know how to shoot down a guy using a splashdown so easily, let's screw them. Let's screw around with it a bit. Let's make it so that you have to shoot down 3 targets instead.
Like that is so messed up, but I actually love it. They just made Splashdown awesome,
Yeah,
and I'm here for it. I'm so here for it.
no matter what target, I don't know if it's possible to take out all 3, but like, even if you take out 1, the other 2 are still gonna land, regardless if that's you or just one of the fists. Like, it's still gonna land, and it has a bigger radius as well, which I think is so cool.
They just took Splashdown and were like, oh, you guys thought this was easy to counter, right? This is getting out of hand. Now there are 3 of them.
Yeah, yes. Oh man, it's cool. It's cool. I know a lot of casual people. This is all based on Pro Cares video. I'm gonna be honest, but a lot of casual people said the original Splashdown was too annoying to counter. Pro players said it was too easy. But now we have this, and we will see where we go from there.
And I think it's going to make things substantially worse for both sides, and I'm here for it. Put this on a brush. I'm begging. It'll be so funny.
Yeah, I don't know what actually no, Imperi Dualies I believe has the triple splashdown.
I mean, just dualies, I guess. I just don't like gaming.
But like it has yeah, I know, I'm aware. You're a stick player. Shut up.
Boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
You realize the majority uses stick or sorry, fuck, motion.
Boo-hoo.
Play the game right. Anyway.
No.
No, I mean it works for Imperi because Imperi has curling bomb. It wants to get up in your face.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of people were kind of sad that Imperi didn't come back with the inkjet because everyone remembered Imperi as like, ooh, the curling bomb inkjet combo. So I don't know. We'll see how this new special plays with it. I don't remember if there's another weapon with it or not. But yeah. I've been talking about Splatoon for too long. Yeah. What's next?
The one thing you literally asked me politely if we could include it.
Really?
Yes, Cyan, you can talk about it.
Oh my god, yes! Okay, I wasn't gonna talk about this, but because of the numbers this thing has reached, I felt like it was important. Guys, I have a new gacha game I'm playing, guys. Yippee!
I love gambling.
Yay! Okay, so Black Clover Mobile, one of my favorite animes of all time, is getting a mobile game. It was supposed to release a couple months ago, but then the developers are like, haha, so we lied. But now it's finally here, and it has broken records. I don't know if it's still going on right now, but it became the top of the app chart for a good while. There was like over 1 million people downloading it. The servers were crashing. It was insane the amount of support for this thing's launch, and I just thought it was cool to bring up because me and Danny, you know Danny does, right?
Yeah, I know Danny.
Yeah, he and I, we've been waiting for this thing for years. So when we finally get it, and just hear that thousands of people are trying to play this game, and the servers can't keep up because there's too many people trying to get on. It brought a tear to my eye.
Instead of watching Black Clover, I will instead gamble in the video game.
You could though. You actually could. So it's funny because this game aims to retell the entire events of the main story.
You know what? That doesn't shock me. How far is the Japanese version in?
Unfortunately, I could not tell you.
I was gonna say I'm curious now. Like, did they actually achieve that? Or
I would like to know, but yeah, they have all the cutscenes like animated, and they look beautiful. Like I have it on my phone. I obviously there's popping because there is open world gameplay and all that. It's a bit.
Wait, it's like open world 3D?
Or okay, sorry, maybe I shouldn't have said open world. The open zone, I guess.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like Sonic, where it's like kind of smaller scale, but it has that actual like walk around 3D gameplay.
Yeah, you walk around, you can interact with stuff, you can talk to people. It's pretty cool.
Oh, so it's not like one of those turn-based gacha games.
Oh, I mean, there's turn-based stuff when you find an enemy.
It's like that kind. Okay, that explains it.
I would compare it to Honkai Star Rail.
Well, that's not a good sign.
What? What does that mean?
I tried Honkai. Didn't like it.
I'm talking about the gameplay, purely. I'm not talking about anything else.
I'm just saying, that's a bad omen.
Sure, okay, whatever. Ignore the fact that Honkai's being nominated for Best Mobile Game this year, but okay.
Yeah, well, it really shouldn't be. Pokemon Masters for the 4th year in a row, baby!
But yeah, thank you for letting me bring this up. I will never bring it up again. I just wanted to bring it up because it was breaking records, and it's kind of.
No, I want you to let me know every week how good this game is doing. What are the current banners, Frogman? What are the current banners?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. So we have 3 school units. We have Asta and like I don't know what the fuck he's wearing. I'm gonna be honest. But he's wearing a beret, so that's fun. You have Yami being like the fucking school captain or whatever, and then you don't know this girl, but like her name's Mimosa, and she's wearing the classic schoolgirl outfit, and everyone's down bad for her. So that's cool.
Good
and all.
gravy, she's naked.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, sorry. I'm sorry. I won't bring this up again unless people want to hear about it. I will gladly update everybody about my experiences with the mobile game.
You know what? Let's actually do one of those questions real quick. If you're watching this and you play gacha games, or at least something gacha adjacent like card games or whatever, tell us your favorite gacha and or card game, etc. in the card games below.
That's a good question. We need to start doing questions of the day.
We should do questions at the end. And while you're at it, while you're down there telling us that. Well, while you're down there telling us all that, could you also tell us what you had for lunch today? I'm just curious. I just want to know. This isn't like a question today. I'm just curious. What did you have for lunch today? If you're on Spotify, I want you to walk outside and just shout it into the air. Go outside. Go outside right now and answer. Even because there's no comments on Spotify. Go outside and shout into the blue what you had for lunch today.
And if somebody on the road hears you and asks you to shut up, you yell penis and run back into your house.
Hey, no. You yell, that's what I ate for lunch today. And then you just start doing Fortnite dances.
Start dabbing on them.
Just immediately start hitting the hype right there in the middle of the sidewalk.
No! Oh, we would never. Actually, I wouldn't mind doing it. I remember watching an Isaac White video and somebody told the dude to scream Hallelujah outside of his door as loud as he physically could. I wouldn't mind doing something like that.
Okay, well, that's gonna be it for today. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell because it's every other week, every other Wednesday. Whooper
Yippee!
Wednesday. Yippee!
Except that
And
one
if you're on
time.
Spotify, make sure to leave us a nice little 5-star review, nice and crispy. I don't check the Spotify analytics. I know Cyan does, but
I
you
don't.
know, you don't?
I'm gonna be honest. I upload them.
I don't even know what our rating is.
There's comments too, and I don't read them.
Wait, there is comments on Spotify?
I remember distinctly. That's the word. Right? Distinctly reading a comment that said, "Oh my god, they don't read the comments," and I'm like, "Yeah, true."
What is this? I genuinely didn't know Spotify had comments.
I don't know either.
Spotify, comments what you had for lunch today and your favorite gacha game.
I don't even know where you would comment. I've never commented on Spotify before.
I used Spotify for like a week, and I genuinely did not know you could check comments on there. Oh my god!
I mean, I can pull them up if you're curious, but
I need to pull it up. Come on, we're doing this before we end the podcast.
Oh, you want me to read them?
I'm curious now. I'm pulling them up right now.
You want me to
I do
read
not
them?
believe comments exist on Spotify.
You want me to read them right now?
I want you to send me the link where I can read them.
I don't know
right now.
I don't know if it'll let you, but I'll see.
Oh, whatever. We'll just end the podcast here because you don't want to drag it on.
No, wait, I'm looking. Oh, wait, nobody's commented on any of the recent stuff.
If you're on Spotify, become a commenter. No!
Okay. The latest comment was on What If Zombies, and that was with 2 comments. I will read them right now.
Go ahead, read them.
From Ben, does Cyan even read these comments?
Thanks, Senator.
We do now.
I'm actually dying. Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. All right, end the episode.
Okay, bye guys. Thank you for
Goodbye.
watching.